let me show you a couple paintings that I am in love with this week. But this is one of my absolute favorites. It's called the Calico Sleepy Kitty. I have it in a cute little matted frame for you too. That way it's really easy to take home. I started doing this about a week ago. For myself, I saw one original go home last week because it makes everything look a lot cleaner, a lot better. And then I have the Coffee Kitty as well. Kitty with coffee. How adorable. This was probably the third or fourth painting that I made that until I landed on something that's just like peak, like yes. And all of these will be available in my August drop. And then this is Cozy Interior. This is one of my absolute favorites lately. I actually got this like custom suede blue mat for it. I wonder if you can see the texture. You can kind of see that texture, right? How it's like a soft, look how nice that is. I'm a big fan of this piece. Very, very nice. And I'm gonna keep it real on this channel. Have you ever sat down to paint something and then you're like, oh, what did I just do? Sometimes you have good studio days, sometimes you have bad studio days, and this is one of those days where I sat down to paint and it didn't quite end up exactly how I imagined. Usually in these moments I would refilm, but what I decided to do instead is just post it as is, and by decide I mean forced to because I ran out of watercolor paper. I have more paper arriving in a couple days, so until then this is what we're working with. See if I can find my will to live again. This is a cute little work in progress. Today we're actually painting a little watercolor, but I don't know, now that I'm on camera holding this, I kind of want to paint this. You know what? Let's do the watercolor first, and if I'm still feeling it, I'll paint this after. You know what I'm talking about. We're gonna paint. I need water, I need paper, I need paintbrushes, so I'll be back. Here's a sketch that I created recently that I'm like, ooh, would be fun. Would be fun as a watercolor, what do we say? So let's see, what do we have here? Okay, so this is one of the sketches that I was kind of excited to turn into a watercolor painting. So I'm either making this one or this one. Let's see, are there any other? Oh, this is another cute one, like a nice Siamese kitty moment. Could also do that one. Let's see. Oh, this one, oh my gosh, so my kitty Tazo made this pose one day and I'm like, could be a good painting. This one is already a watercolor painting though, so I don't gotta really worry about that one. Alrighty, so I think we have our contenders here. I might make this one and I'll make them a black cat. Let's just see how that goes. The reason why I'm not turning this graphite sketch into a painting just yet, it just feels like very complete as a graphite sketch. I'm curious about how it'll translate to watercolor, but I have a feeling like this as an oil painting would be really rich too, because there's a lot of like depth in this sketch because of the dimension between the sofa and the blanket. Other sketches are a little bit more on the flat side, and usually when they're on the flat side, watercolor translates well. Because this is so reliant on form, I feel like oil painting would suit it better. So we'll see how it goes. For now, I will put this off to the side and we'll paint the kitty with the wildflowers. So first thing I'm gonna do is grab my little paints, my little Sennelier watercolor paints. Before I start painting, I always like to take a nice long look at the paper and really like visualize where the kitty's gonna lie and how this is gonna work, because there's the thing here is this is a very landscape oriented drawing, right? I could either make the sky go up and be very blue and clear. That's probably what I will do. Let's just see how it goes for now. Just dropping some water on top. Oh, okay, this is a call for help. If you are out there, I have been looking for the longest time for a ceramic artist to create me like a custom watercolor palette. I had a ceramic artist that I really liked, but she doesn't do custom orders for that. She told me no. It's okay, I forgive. But if you are a ceramic artist out there, I'm particularly interested in having a custom palette made in your own artistic voice. So that means like someone who has a body of work that they already work within, a style that they work within, that you can channel into a little bit of my Small Joys kind of brand, because I would love to include it in videos to just have something really unique and playful that way. But yeah, I would love to have a custom watercolor palette made. One problem that I've run into lately with painting black cats is that black is such an overpowering color, and for my palette, as you can see, it's very pastel, so I'll give you some whiskers, why not? Oh, so cute! This is why I paint what I do, because every time I get to the kitty part where it becomes like a capital C cat, I'm just like, oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, it just makes me so happy. That I get very bored painting landscapes, but I do love painting like figures, people, things, coffee, still lives, but like when it comes to like the actual landscape nature, it's just not my thing. I don't know what to tell you. I what to tell you. I have a feeling like text would work really well in this painting. I just don't quite know what text I want to put on it. And I also don't know if text would ruin it. Have you ever had an idea to add something to a painting and then you're like, wait, did I ruin it? That's how I feel with this one. Oh, I don't love it. I don't love it. Oh yeah. I'm kind of encouraged to just like completely start over. Is there a way for me to make a painting that I like here? Or am I doomed to just hate it? Let's see if we can't turn this disaster around. This is why filming paint-alongs is so hard for me, because usually whenever I make paintings, I'll paint like 5 or 6 at a time and maybe get one painting out of the batch that I like a lot. Yeah, I am just not feeling it. And if I'm not feeling it, I'm not gonna force myself to paint. We're gonna leave it right there because I'm just not a vibe. This is not a vibe for me. It is the next day. I'm not going to turn on all my lights or do anything crazy because I'm too tired for that. So as you always do, you sleep on it and you're like, and I did end up adding a little bit of more detail and it's kind of coming together. I added a cute little butterfly right next to the kitty cat. I think I'm going to add the rest of the details on here and kind of see if it comes together more fully. And so I think if I add a little bit more detail and bring the cat back into the foreground with adding those other details, I think that would help a lot. Usually when I feel like I'm struggling a lot with a painting, I try to go to my edges and investigate my contrast, because it's usually one of those two things that's throwing a painting off. Whenever you're looking at something that's very skillfully created, it's usually because the edges of each of the shapes, of each of the colors starting and stopping, it's usually because those edges are just so clean. It like portrays this like confidence of the artist. It also portrays their skill. I could also grab some acrylic, see what I can cover up. There's often all these rules to art making. Oh, my hair looks terrible. Art's just here to make us happy. We're just here to experiment and have fun, so I'm okay with switching up mediums if it means that I have a little bit more fun as an artist and my painting looks a little bit better, so who's to say? I caught it though. Oh my gosh, did I get stuff on my face? This is a chaotic studio sesh. What can I say? Y'all are so lucky I'm vlogging this right now, because if I wasn't, I'd have given up hours ago. Be kind. Is it okay? Does it have life? Or is it just past the point of no return? This is my I admit defeat face. But I'm also so stubborn that it's not really my admit defeat face. I don't like it, I don't like it. I might just put myself out of my misery. The end, that's the end. Sometimes, just sometimes, when you are way up in your head about how everything is supposed to work, it can help to go for a walk or move your body for a little bit. Being active has always been something that's been a little bit hard for me. And I wanted to talk about that for just a minute. I wasn't sure if I was going to include this segment, but you know what? Here I am, and it's going in. If you are sensitive to topics around like, you know, food, eating, working out, go ahead and skip to the timestamp below. So yeah, being active, moving your body is something that's always been hard for me. So I struggled with a lot of like fainting spells when I was like age 12 to 19. I've seen doctors and they're just like, we don't know what to tell you, eat more food. So, and I was also raised around a lot of messaging that says when you eat certain bad foods, then you need to exercise to work it off. And then it always just made me have this connotation to exercising that's like, you do this when you're bad, or it makes my body feel really bad and I can't trust my body because my body fails me. So those are the two things that I struggle with being active. I actually worked out once with my sister Sarah, and she is awesome and incredible. She's an extremely athletic person and currently coaches and teaches volleyball. And she helped me with one piece of advice. If you can still control your breath, you're still in control of your body. And that really, really helped me because I have a lot of mistrust with my body because of how I struggle with faintness. And so since she told me that, I've been able to kind of come to the gym and make it my, I hate the word gym even, I have so many like ickiness around moving your body and working out and such. But I'm trying to deprogram my limiting beliefs. So here I go. Let's just have a chill, soft girl, move your body moment. I listen to lots of fun music, which helps a lot because when you listen to music, you naturally want to move or fight or express yourself because you listen to this empowering messaging or really cool stuff going on and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to run and jump and dance. And so whenever you listen to songs like that and you can actually like be on a treadmill working and running and stuff like that, it feels really awesome, I have found. So if you have any fun soft girl little routines that you do when you work out, let me know because I'm open to suggestions. Okay, so we got a package in the mail from my mom, and she told me it was all these documents that survived the flood of her house. Thanks, Tazo. Thank you. Thank you, yes. Tazo is inspecting the documents, ensuring their authenticity. And I found just like the funniest and craziest things inside. The funniest things to me is I wrote books as a child. Like, I wrote these things, stapled them together, and they make absolutely no sense. But my mother captioned for me. So we're gonna read these books together. The girl was gone. The girl is gone. What shall we do? Again, I have no clue how she got this from that. She probably like just asked me what it meant. And there's a lovely illustration. What shall we do? He ran as fast as he could. Mom, my sister is gone. Let me come see. Oh no, she is gone. The end. Why? Nothing happens, she's just gone. Even the character is not even there. Wait, there's more pages? I don't even know what an end is. I wrote the end, but it's in the middle of my story. Well, that's the end. Oh wait, see you soon. Who am I seeing?
Riveting.
And she went on to be an art major. It says Rainforest, Jennifer, kindergarten, May 5th, from the best-selling author. Let us venture forth back into the studio to see if we can save the day. If there's one thing about me, do you know that really frustrating feeling that you get while you're painting and you know you're just kind of failing at the painting and then so you feel really frustrated inside? For me, my way to get through that feeling is to just keep painting until I hit something that I like. It's to start something new and just say, okay, that last one didn't work out, so let us try again. And so this is me trying again. I'm grabbing an old canvas that I've never really found the joy in this painting that I'm looking at. Like, it's somewhat there, but it's very clearly like me trying to recreate a watercolor that I love as this canvas painting, and so it feels a little bit foreign in the medium, and so that's the main reason why I'm just not vibing with it. And so I'm just gonna paint right over it and we're gonna see what happens. I tend to be a very, very chaotic painter when it comes to oils because I end up just like kind of playing with the paint, as my professor said, and that gives me like an icky feeling inside when I say, because like, shouldn't painting be playful, period? And so that's what I'm trying to reclaim here, a playful painting.
Ooh, I'm a spooky cat. Ooh.
Somehow I'm just feeling so nostalgic and so I'm just sort of stitching together some of my favorite memories from being an artist in the last year. Here is from 1 year ago, my very, very first art market after quitting my full-time job. I'm acting like I just got in the car. I really just opened the door just for the dramatic effect. We just finished! We finished our first art market and oh my gosh, that was so fun! Babe, thoughts?
It was pretty fun.
You heard it from him first. It was pretty fun. I think for me, The most important part was just being able to show my art to people and to see people react to my art in real time. I feel like there's this weird, like, scary, shadowy thing going on. I feel like I'm like holding a flashlight, like, and telling a scary story. Anyway, now you have that visual for while I talk for the rest of this. It was just so much fun to be able to put my art out there and to see people react to it in real time, to have people actually take it home, because so many of these things on my table were in my sketchbooks for years. These line drawings were in my sketchbook since 2020, 2021, and it's now 2024. And people are taking pages of my sketchbook home with them. Like, that just makes me feel so good. I'm so
really
happy.
proud of you.
I know, it is so much fun. And it was perfect. Like, I really liked that it was at night, because like we had these really cute little lamps that lit up our table and made everything look really cute. We had these square wire things that saved my life.
I almost said to not bring them.
Yeah, literally. So we set this table up at home, and the square things were not on it because, you know, we're inside, the doors are closed, there's no wind.
Yeah. The reason they came in clutch was because we did not realize it was going to be storming as bad as it did when it first started.
It was pouring.
Yeah, we don't have any footage, I don't think, of that. But
yeah, because we were scrambling.
yeah, but when we first got here, it was okay. And then 15 minutes later, it's just storming.
So the lady comes by and she's like, just so you guys know, little weather update, it's gonna start a light drizzle in like 15 minutes. And we're like, okay, yeah, that's fine. It's basically a thunderstorm. Not a thunderstorm. I'm exaggerating. I'm dramatic.
No, there was thunder.
Oh, I'm not as dramatic. You've heard it from him first. But we're right next to the river, so the wind was out of control. And I was thinking to myself, like, there's no way. All of my prints are gonna fly away, and see, prior, we had built one cube out of the wire stuff just to see what it looked like, and we noticed that the print inside the wire cube was not flying away the same way as everything else. And so we built a bunch more cubes, but the reason we made the cubes is because of the wind. I had no clue that happened.
But once the rain came, they literally flew them off that little wall I made.
Yeah, exactly. I learned some stuff, and I'm definitely going to implement next time. Like, I think I'm going to bring one original of the print so they can kind of see the comparison.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we are wanting food at this point.
Yes. I think next time, or for the next art market next weekend, we should buy a battery pack in between now and then. And she got a goodie bag and it had a battery pack in it. That's what she used, but it didn't work as well as it needed to.
Well, I didn't charge it.
But still.
Because I plugged it in before I left. I'm like, oh, it turns on, it already has charge. And then I get over there and I'm like, this doesn't work as well as I wish it did. Oh well. Anyway.
I think we could get a better one because those are typically like really cheap ones. They don't last long. They'll get maybe your phone to 25% on a full charge.
See, you're Mr. Tech.
So
I wish I had consulted you. Anyway, now we're off to get food at 9:30 at night. But we're like, we go to... Isn't she so nice? But we always go to bed at like 10:30 maybe. So I'm like, this is past my bedtime. But I'm also really wanting some pizza. So
pizza, wings, beer. Sounds very, very nice.
Yeah. So we're gonna go have a fun time, get some foods. Check in with y'all later.
Hungry.
Oh, by the way, before I forget to mention, I am having an art drop on August 9th? The second Saturday of August. I'll correct it on the screen. Or I can just say a bunch of dates and see if it's correct. August 8th, August 9th, August 10th, August 11th. I think it's August 9th. But I'm gonna be having an art drop on my website, so make sure you're subscribed to my email newsletter, and I will send you guys a coupon code for 15% off site-wide for that weekend only. As always, spending any amount of time here on this channel with me is a gift. I really do consider it a gift, and for that, this humble artist says thank you. Thank you!